coach Mike Scott, assisted by John Michelli and Jose Serrano. Leading off. Hitting third and playing first base, number 11, Dylan Alini. Batting cleanup and playing right field, number 4, Ryan Gerlamo. Hitting fifth and DHing, number 2, Simeon Dahl. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 33, Leo Zawaki. Hitting seventh and playing left field, number 19, Tommy Karczewski. Batting eighth and catching, number 13, Jamie Buckjune. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 12, Luke Sibilio. And on the mound for the Blue Wave, number 25, Tyler Easterbrook. We now ask that everyone please rise and turn your attention over to the flag. It's at the front of the building there. You can kind of make it out for the playing of our national anthem.
My name is Kevin Bach, Will Sonosky, Dylan Alini. Thank you all for coming out to the game today. We appreciate the support, and we'd like to call your attention to a great cause that we're supporting today. We're recognizing the Wave Strong Foundation, which aims to raise awareness and social acceptance of mental health issues and fight suicide. Please consider stopping by the table today and making a donation to this cause that is very important to our community. There are also raffle tickets available to win New York Mets Delta Club tickets to help fundraising. The Wave Strong Foundation is sponsoring the Darien High School Out of the Darkness Walk this Sunday, so please consider coming out and supporting our community. Thanks again for your support, and always remember that it's okay to not be okay. Thank you.
As you might have just heard from our captains, Kevin Bach, Dylan Alini, and Will Smosky, today is going to be a Wave Strong game. Wave Strong exists to break down the stigmas around mental health. They're a community of students, parents, athletes, and coaches who are committed to raising awareness and funds for suicide prevention and to remind each other it's okay to not be okay. Coming at you live from Varsity Field, we have a FCIAC baseball contest between the Darien Blue Wave and the Staples Wreckers. I'm Michael Mercine alongside Jason Bellingham.
We have
Hello.
our starting lineup, Luke Oakland, Jerome Klein, Hero Wyatt, Chris Zajac, Jack Farnan, Hayden Kane, Ethan Kukier, Taylor Brundage, David Gervaso, and Chase Siegel.
Yeah, it's big lineup from the Wreckers today. Wreckers are coming in with a 8-2 record, and so they're hoping to get another win and extend to 9-2.
Now for our starting pitcher, Tyler Eastenbrook. He's part of the Darien Blue Wave, and he's going to be our starting pitcher for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, we're expecting a pretty good contest from Tyler Easterbrook. Kevin Bach pitched on Wednesday, and so he will not be pitching today. And we're expecting, hopefully, a good outing today.
Our starting defense, we have Jamie Buckjune as catcher, Tyler Eastenbrook as pitcher, Dylan Alini as first base, Dom Zawacki second base, Leo Zawacki shortstop, Will Samoski third base, Tommy Karczewski left field, Luke Sibilio center field, and Ryan Galarmo right field.
All right, and as the team huddles up on the mound, we're getting ready for some baseball. First up to bat is center fielder Luke Oakley. And here we go. Starting off with a 2-0 count.
Got 2-1.
Oakley shows bunt. Fouled off by Oakley. Now 2-2. So, Jason, what are we expecting to see from the Staples offense today?
I mean, Staples offense trying to score some runs, of course, obviously. Trying to get some big hits. I mean, we got some big hitters with an 8-1 record. There's got to be some big hitters on the team. And, I mean, just playing good baseball, obviously.
That's exactly what you're looking for every time you step to the plate, isn't it?
I mean, of course, man.
And that's going to be ball 4, and Oakley's going to work a walk. Second up is Jaron Klein, second baseman.
Pretty sure it's Jaron.
Jaron Klein, thank you. Got a pick off from Easterbrook. What clue do you in that it was Jaron Klein there?
I mean, I heard the dugout shouting Jaron, so I'm pretty sure it's Jaron.
It's a pretty good
Big hit.
We've got
Rounds the base.
infield single from Klein.
Man on first and second.
And now Hero Wyatt, USC commit. He's committed to USC for pitching, but he definitely gets it done at the plate as well.
Multi-talented player.
Absolutely. The only reason we're not seeing him today is because he pitched on Wednesday, and so they're giving him time to let his arm rest. He's asking for time.
Let's go, 4-2. What do you say, hero? What do you say, Ted?
Runners on first and second. And the pitch.
Count is 1-1.
What do you say, 4-2?
And the high ball. Back on the catch. And that is here. That is Wyatt out. Catch made by left fielder Tommy Karzewski. The 1-0 count. I think we've seen that at every at bat here. Is started with a 1-0 count. It seems like Easterbrook's liking to start low and trying to make sure, trying to get batters to swing, right?
He's trying to get those low pitches, trying to get those low calls, but I'm not giving it to him.
Inside pitch there, so you could hear a little bit of displeasure from the dugout. Ball 3 from Easterbrook. So if you're Easterbrook, let's start again. If you're the batter here, what are you trying to do to, what are you thinking with this next pitch coming up?
Well, I'm not going to hit it if it's not a strike. He looks like a big guy. I'm sure he can hit it pretty far. There you go. And he didn't hit it. It's a walk. Bases loaded.
Now we've got Buck June coming up from mound visit, trying to just talk, keep his pitcher back in the game, and maybe just distract him. You played baseball. You played baseball for a while. Did you ever pitch, or do you ever play catcher?
Yeah, I was pitcher. And first base.
So when your catcher came up, what did you normally talk about? Was it talking about the game, or was it talking about just anything random?
He was talking about the game. I mean, trying to stay level-headed. You don't want to get too emotional, especially when it's bases loaded. You got to be careful. You don't want your emotions to take over, and just make sure you're having a good day, pitching strikes.
All right, now we've got Jack Farnan, left fielder at the bat. At the plate. Excuse me.
There you go.
Thank you.
Ooh.
And Farnan calling for time just as Easterbrook seemed to be getting ready to throw the pitch. If you're a pitcher, does that throw off your rhythm? Having to worry about having players call for time just when you're getting ready to throw?
It is a little bit of a mental game, especially with the batter stepping out. It does frustrate you because you're just trying to get those 3 strikes and get it over with. But as long as you stay level-headed, should be good.
outside of Wyatt's pop-out in that infield single to start off the game, I don't think we've had a single swing at a pitch off the top of my head. Seems like these batters, at least they're playing the mind game. They're expecting what Easterbrook's about to throw.
I mean, I think there was that hit over there.
Yeah,
Ground.
the first single. Yeah, the first single. I said that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You said out
Deep
to
ball
left
to left
field.
field. Catch by Tyron Kazuski. Runner's going to go home, and he will beat the throw. And a sac fly for Jack Farnan to make it a 1-0 game for the Staples Wreckers. Now up to bat, Ethan Carney. Apologies, Holden Carney. I had misread my stat sheet there.
I mean, you know, with your handwriting, it's a little difficult.
All right, well, hey, at least I try to handwrite things, all right?
Okay.
Can't tell if the chanting of the name is coming from the dugout or if it's coming from a player on the field. But if it's coming from the dugout, it seems an interesting strategy to chant your own player's name. Sounds like almost feels like they're trying to distract him.
That's what you do in baseball. I don't know. You
Yeah,
cheer on
from your own
you
dugout.
cheer on the batter. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course you cheer on the batter, but I wouldn't expect just chanting. I feel like hearing my name chanted over and over and over again is a little bit different than various regular cheering, you know?
I don't
Maybe
know,
that's
man.
just
That's just what you do in baseball. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fair. Maybe that's just me. There's the first strike of the at-bat. So if you're a pitcher and you're struggling, you're throwing balls all the whole at-bat, what's it? Describe to me a little bit of what it's like to get that first strike and to, you know, start to work away at the count.
I mean, it feels amazing, especially with the sometimes the strike zones are a little different, and so it can be difficult at first to find what they call a strike when they call a ball. Once you find that happy medium, hopefully you can get in that rhythm and keep throwing strikes.
As you said that, he throws the second strike and the count's 2-2. And a ground ball. We called foul. And with a pickoff from Easterbrook, back to second base. Runner safe. And runners go. Smosky makes a throw to third base. First base, apologies. But he's safe. Now we have shortstop number 15, Ethan Kukier, coming up to bat with the bases loaded.
There you go.
First pitch strike.
Yep.
Definitely got to feel good if you're Easterbrook, especially as the inning gets longer and longer.
Especially with bases loaded.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Just want to get this last out and going.
So do you notice the runners more as more runners get on base, or is it sort of, once there's a runner there, you just sort of feel the pressure equally the whole time?
Oh, big hit.
Big hit to right field.
And pop fly out.
Pop fly is going to be out and caught by Ryan Gerlamo, and that's going to end the inning. So Easterbrook gets in. Minimal damage with only one out, and now we have Chase Siegel coming up to the mound for the Wreckers. We will be with you right back after this break. All right, we're back after the break. We're gonna start with the Darien starting lineup. So batting first, you have Don Zawacki. Batting second, playing shortstop or third base. Apologies. You have Will Smosky. Batting third, Dylan Alini. Batting fourth, Ryan Gerlamo. Batting fifth, Simeon Dahl. Batting sixth, Leo Zawacki. Batting seventh, Tommy Karczewski. Batting eighth, Jamie Buckjune. And batting ninth, Luke Stabilio. And now, starting for Stables, you have Chase Siegel, senior.
Dominic Zawacki, also a track athlete.
As a track athlete, do you run with him often?
Yeah, he's very fast, so you might see some stolen bases here if he gets on base.
All right, well then let's get ready for let's hope he gets on base and let's see if he can put it on the wheels. Do you run the same race as him?
No, he's a sprinter. I'm long distance.
Gotcha. So he could beat you in a race.
Yeah, he could beat me in a sprint.
Well, would you consider a 90-foot run down the base path a sprint?
Yes, that would be a sprint. So
right.
he would beat me in that.
All right, then I trust him here. Not saying you're not fast, but
okay.
you don't run down the base path.
I do not run down the base path.
Especially not if you were a pitcher. Pop up behind the backstop. That's lost in the woods.
Yep.
I'll
It's
find
going to
that
be a
few
pain
years
to
later.
find. Yeah.
I'll find that a few years later.
Probably in the pond back there.
I wonder how many baseballs are back there.
I don't know. We should go count afterwards.
I'll leave you to do that. Ooh, strikeout swinging. And now up, captain Will Smosky. Sporting the black batting helmet. It's interesting to see that different batting helmet colors on Darien, whereas you've got all white batting helmets with Staples.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on the player.
Yeah,
It's up to them.
lets you add your own personal flair to your uniform. I like it.
I think I'd have a little mohawk on my helmet.
I don't know if that's within regulations. You could definitely ask.
I don't think I'm playing baseball anytime soon. Oh,
And the dribbler from Smosky.
wheels.
And
Wheels on
Aaron,
Will
he
Samosky.
looks like he wants to go to second. And a little bit of controversy with the umpire calling Smosky safe as he turned as if he was going to run to second. But he stayed, and now we have head coach McFarland seems like he's going out there to talk with the umpire. Let's listen in to see what's going on. Yeah. All right, so a little bit of a discussion between Coach McFarland and the umpire. But from what we could hear, Smosky ran into the umpire, and so the umpire called him safe as it was unfortunately obstruction. So Smosky's gonna be safe at first after what could have been an error and also what could have been an out. And now we have Alini up to bat. And a pickoff attempt from Siegel. Hard hit.
Double play.
Yeah, hard hit ground ball straight to the shortstop, ends up in a second base double play. Well, I don't know why I said second base. I forgot the numbers.
It's okay.
And a 6-4-3 double play. Thank you. I knew I'd get it eventually. And once again, we will be back after the break.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
As Darien huddles up on the mound, we're going to get ready for this top of the second inning. So probably a little frustrating for Easterbrook, right? You have this really long first inning, top of the first, and you kind of want to just take your time. You want to calm down, let your arms sort of not necessarily cool down, but you've been throwing a lot, and then you got a really short bottom of the inning. Talk to me. How does that feel if you're a pitcher?
Well, if you're a pitcher, you just want to get this inning over with so that you can go back to hitting and score some runs. I mean, with 2-0, top of second, you just want to get these outs in so we can score some runs.
What do you mean by 2-0?
It's 2-0.
It's 1-0.
What do you mean it's 1-0?
Look at the scoreboard. That's the number of that's
That's my bad.
yeah. I don't know what that 2 is up there actually. I can't read whatever that says.
Yeah.
I think it's hits. It's hits. Of course, 2 hits. Makes sense. Speaking of hits, high fly ball. Don't know where that's going. I think I saw it land in the trees. Saw a little movement back there. It's a strikeout swinging for David Gravasio. Oh, sorry, apologies for Taylor Brundage. David Gravasio is coming up to the plate now. I made a mental note of who was at the plate, but I looked at the guy in the on-deck circle instead of the guy at the plate, which was my bad. One count. A low pitch is going to be a ball. Three and one. Would you call this a green light pitch if you're Gravasio?
If it's a good pitch.
I guess that's fair. Whoa.
Okay.
Thought he got the ball, and it looked like a late strike call from the umpire there.
Sometimes that happens. Can't do much about it.
Can't do much but pick your bat back up and get back to the plate, eh?
Hey.
And there's the ball he was looking for. And that's a walk from Gravasio. All right, we are back to the top of the order with Luke Oakley at the plate. So, talk to me a little bit about, especially as a pitcher, what it's like getting through the order once and now getting to face batters you've already faced. Is it easier or harder as we have a hard hit ball to right field?
Got out by Brian Galarmo. But yeah, as a pitcher, top of the lineup, you're more comfortable because you know how they play a little bit more, a little bit better. And you know what they're going to swing at, you know what they're going to look at. And so.
Now up to bat is Jason Klein, as we have a pickoff attempt from Easterbrook. And attempts for steal, and he's safe. A grounder gone foul. Not grounder. Bounce off the ground. It'll be an 0-2 count. So if you're a pitcher, and did you like to get aggressive on 0-2, or did you feel like you wanted to make the batter swing but not necessarily risk a hit?
Well, with 2 outs, you just want to get the strike, get the inning over with, especially with Staples having the lead.
So you'd be more aggressive here?
Yes,
all right,
of course.
solid contact out to shallow, or at the center right.
Ryan Galarmo with the catch.
Once again, and that's the end of the inning.
That's
for
2
Darien
outs
Blue
for
Wave.
Ryan Galarmo this inning.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's easy to get 2 outs when the balls are hit right towards you, so, you know. Be difficult if it was 2 outs for Ryan Galarmo and one of those balls is to left field, you know.
I mean, it's still
It's still
difficult.
impressive. Oh, it's absolutely impressive. Don't get me wrong. It's just, who else is going to get the out? Who else is going to get the outs?
Yes.
All right. And so, Siegel's back at the bat. So, through an inning and a little bit, what have you been seeing so far? Any interesting trends with batting?
I mean, Staples, for batting, Staples has solid hitters.
Yeah.
I mean, Holden caught, no, it was Chris Zajac had a good hit.
Yep.
And so, I mean, they've got very good hitters, very good defense as well, as we saw last inning with the double play. So, yeah, I think that Staples, of course, a very solid team. #1 in FCX, #2 in states with an 8-1 record, 8-2 record. I would expect that from nothing less from this team.
All right. I mean, you know, we'll see more of that as we go on, but yeah, it definitely looks like Staples has had the upper hand. I mean, both of the runs done with the contact so far. But, you know, we haven't gotten through Darien's order yet, and so we'll see a few players that we haven't necessarily seen what they have yet. And now up to bat,
Ryan Galarmo.
#4, Ryan Gerlama. Looked at the wrong roster sheet there.
It's all right.
I'm used to looking at that one right now.
Yep.
You just got Ryan. You just remember wherever Ryan Gerlama was.
Well, he was on my baseball team, like Little League.
Oh, there you go.
Very good hitter then. Very good hitter now.
Hopefully a lot of improvement, though. I mean, I'm sure. But the count is going to be 1-0. Fouled it back. 1-2. Very high ball. Another low ball, and the count is full. So if you're a batter and you climb back up, it's got to be a good feeling, right? You know, going down from being 1-2 to getting to a full count.
Just got to protect the plate.
Especially after ball 4 right there. You know? All right, and our second base runner for Darien. And now, up to bat, #2, Simeon Dahl. And a second consecutive pickoff attempt from Siegel. He really must not trust Gerlamo. I mean, you played with him. Was Gerlamo stealing bases a lot?
I mean, he's an athletic kid. He's fast. He can hit. So, yeah, he was stealing bases.
All right, well, there you go. Clearly, Siegel's
Big
worried about
lead.
him. Looks like another double play.
Don't think
No, I'm
so.
mistaken.
Yep,
Out, just
he
an
was
out
safe.
at second. He was safe.
Yeah.
Dahl got out the baseline fast. You know, you plays quarterback. Played quarterback this year. Played
Yep.
football. You don't expect him to be that fast, but he got up the baseline in time and managed to get himself safe and avoid the double play.
Simeon Dahl, Denison football commit.
Denison football commit. Exactly.
Yes.
Now, Leo Zawacki off the bat, number 33. It's interesting about Dahl. It's interesting. You see a lot of those players who are both, you know, football and baseball. I mean, I guess it makes sense because they're 2 different seasons, but you know, you don't hear a lot about you know, football and soccer player, or baseball and soccer player. It's usually football and baseball.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting combo. I mean, we've got a lot of athletic kids in Darien, so it makes sense. He also plays basketball.
That is true.
So he's multi-sport athlete.
I guess the skills of baseball and football roughly translate, other than the hand-eye. But I mean, it takes hand-eye to throw the ball, but I more mean like at the plate. But you know, it makes sense. Especially interesting because he's a DH. And Dahl's trying to steal. Safe. Second baseman seems to be unhappy about that. It looks like that throw was down to the left, and obviously when we're down, I guess down the second baseman's right, and obviously when you're coming in, when the runner is coming to your left, it's kind of hard to get that, you know, the mid across in time for the tag.
You also got that dirt cloud making it a little bit difficult for the ump to see.
Oh, well, okay. If you disagree with the call, then maybe
I
you
don't
could say
disagree with the call.
All right, well, good, because the umpire's final. Of course.
Exactly.
But you're allowed to disagree with the call. That's kind of the spirit of baseball, is disagreeing with the call.
I don't know about that.
It happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
And a mound visit now from catcher Holden Caney. Just a short one. High fly ball. Never mind, I thought that was foul. You know, we have the dugout in our way. We couldn't see that ball, but it seems to have been caught by left fielder Jack Farn. Took a second. I had to write him into my sheet, so it took me a second to find that one. Well, you're giving me a look. What do you? I'm getting a look here in the booth. I'm not quite sure why.
I mean, that doesn't look like far to me. It looks like far. I can't even read that. I'm sorry.
I did scribble that down quite quickly.
Yes.
Apologies if we
It's okay.
mispronounced
It's
the name.
okay. That's why you're doing the names.
This is why I'm doing the names, and somehow I still didn't write it down clean enough.
It's okay.
Jack Farnan, apologies,
Farnan.
went down to my typed out version.
Low pitch.
Low. All right, there you go. Low pitch, make it 2-0. And I actually missed it, but Dahl seems to have stole third, and is now, you know, in prime scoring position for a single here. Let's see if Karczewski can drive him in. Solid hit back to right field, and it drops
And
in between the
Simeon-
three fielders. And Dahl comes across and scores. And so that is a RBI single for Tommy Karczewski to tie up this game. And you hear some life in the Darien crowd and in our broadcast booth.
That definitely livens up the dugout. I can tell you that much.
Absolutely. And I was just about to say, you know, you've got to want that hit really bad. And it's got to take a lot of restraint to not just swing at everything you see if you're Karczewski there.
Got to be patient and wait, sit back on it, and when a good one comes, you hit it.
Found a great.
That's what he did.
Got a great hit, got a blooper to right field, and it's a tie game.
Jamie Buck Jr. to bat.
Thank you. And Karczewski try to steal, and he's out. So Karczewski is the RBI, tries to steal and get himself into scoring position, and he gets thrown out at second. That'll be the end of the second inning, and it's 1-1 with two hits apiece. Darien versus Staples.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut. DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
All right, I'm back from commercial break. Top of the third, 1-1 game. And we have Hero Wyatt up to bat and Easterbrook still pitching. It's got to be intimidating, you know. Even if he is going, even if he is going to college for pitching, you know, it's got to be intimidating. Whoa, hard hit, right center from Wyatt.
Caught by center fielder.
Caught by the center fielder, Luke Sibilia. But I was gonna say after, you know, you just lined out, but it's got to be intimidating going up against a USC commit, whether or not, you know, he's going for pitching or hitting, right?
I mean, he's an athletic kid. He's tall.
Yeah.
And as you saw from that hit, he's strong, too, and he can hit well. So it's a double threat.
Definitely. And, yeah, I mean, if you're Easterbrook, you know, you're just a sophomore, right? And going up against a kid who's going to college for pitching, that's got to be scary. Now up to bat, Christopher Zajac. Zajac. I think.
Okay.
I got to check it. It was Zajac. Apologies if I am mispronouncing that name.
Ooh, caught.
Catch him, Easterbrook. That's the thing you never think about. The pitcher's a fielder. You've got to have some sort of ability, and you know he made the jump and he made the catch. It's not the easiest catch in the world. Not the easiest grab, I should say. It wasn't, you know, he bounced it off the ground. And now up is Jack Farnan. Ball one. Another solid hit to the shortstop, and that's going to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Darien. It's got to feel good if you're Easterbrook. I mean, I was just saying those long innings have got to hurt. You know, you had a nice and long inning from Darien back, you know, at the bottom of the second. and a very quick top of the third. And so now we have a little bit of pressure on Siegel instead, and Easterbrook gets to take more time off.
Yeah, especially with the 2 rough innings at the beginning, and Staples having that quick inning at the beginning.
Yeah.
It evens out the playing field a little bit, especially with the 1-1 tied score. So it's a competitive game.
Absolutely. That's what we're here to see, you know. I'd rather see a competitive game than a blowout in either direction.
Especially with Darien being 10 in FCIAC and Staples being number 1 in FCIAC. I was not expecting this game to be competitive. So.
Well, I was expecting it to be competitive. You gotta expect your team to be
Close,
competitive
yes.
any day, right? You
Yes,
know,
yes.
any given Sunday, or I guess any given Friday.
It is a Friday.
You know, but quoting a title. I'm quoting a title.
Okay,
I'm quoting a
okay,
movie,
sorry,
even though that movie was about football. But yeah, I mean, you definitely come in with certain expectations, but Darien has played incredibly well. You know, it's just bottom of the third, but they've matched Staples thus far, and looks like we're gonna have a good game ahead of us. And now Jamie Buckjune up to bat. That's another thing, is we haven't gone around the order for Darien yet, but it's still, you know, it's still 1-1. Still got a little bit of the element surprise with our 8 and 9 hitters here. Now a little bit of noise from the Darien dugout. I've been hearing that before.
Yeah, they're getting a little. Oop.
Bounce down the third baseline, and that's going to be foul. Really is hard to see balls down to the left here. We've got our equipment, we've got the dugout, and we've got coaches, and so we've got no idea what's going on to our left. High ball from Siegel. Big swing from Buckner. High fly ball. Another one into the woods. Seems like we've got a team. Seems like we've got some people going to get that one though. So hopefully that one won't be lost for a few years. Do you put those balls back into play after you find them? Oh, looks like we did get them. Looks like that ball. Looks like kids running off with it. So we're not getting that ball back. Grounder to second. It's going to be the second out of the inning. Solid hit from Sibilio out to left field. Near the wall. The left fielder, Farn, comes on and makes the catch. Big cheer from the crowd for the #1 batter, and we've got Dominic Zawacki back up. It's hard to say ball in the dirt, but it's, you know, you can't say ball in the dirt with the turf baseball field.
That is true. I mean, there's dirt on the mound. That's it.
It's the only place where there's dirt on the whole baseball field.
It's got to be difficult for Staples. They don't have a turf field. Moves faster on the turf field.
Yeah, it's got to affect sliding, of course, too. Zawacki shows bunt, and that's strike 2. All right, and that's strike 3, and that's the end of the inning for Darien. All right, and through three full innings of baseball, and we will be back after this break.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
All right, we've got Caney, Kukier, and Brundridge up for the next 3 batters for Staples. First pitch of the inning from Easterbrook. Ball. Got a good crowd out here today. I mean, it is the Wave Strong game, and we've got this whole Wave Strong weekend. We have a broadcast coming up tomorrow. Darien Lacrosse versus New Canaan. I believe it's Stadium Field. Unsure on the time. I'll get back on that one.
I think it's at 1 to 3.
I believe it is. You're on that broadcast, right?
I was on that broadcast.
You were on that broadcast.
Well, I was supposed to have a meet, but it got rained out, so.
So now you're just not on the broadcast and doing nothing?
Well, yes, that is true. I mean, I did come in yesterday and did instant replay.
You did come in yesterday. For those of you who saw the lacrosse game between Darien and Yorktown yesterday, we had a last-minute save from Mr. Bellingham here as he came in and did instant replay, so I didn't have to direct and do instant replay at the same time. Very, very clutch.
Yes. After my track workout as well.
Yeah. You are a true two-way player. It's just track and DAF, it's not like something else. Two-sport player, I guess. I would call DAF a sport.
You call DAF a sport?
I wouldn't call DAF a sport.
I'm
just making a connection here, okay? I'm just making a metaphor.
I mean, it does relate to sports.
Yes, exactly. You participate in, no, I'm not even, I'm going to stop this.
Yeah, they're going on too long.
It's not going on too long. It's just a bad point. We can go on for as long as we like, Jason.
Big
Solid hit to right field. Just barely fair. Gerlama's coming on it. And
he was on it quick.
Yeah. And Caney doesn't even try for second. It looked like he was going to.
Yeah, but Guillermo had that ball ready.
Guillermo got there. I thought he could have beat the throw, but, he's the player, so he made a solid decision there, and he played it safe, got the single. Now Ethan Kukier up to bat. Took me a second there. I really can't read my own handwriting. Showed bunt and almost a pickoff by Buck June there. Neither thing happened, and so it is 1-0. Thought that would have been counted as a swing, but.
Big lead from Caney, too.
Oh, yeah, solid lead.
Another big lead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's showing bunt to scare Easterbrook here. I think he's really trying to bunt and get Caney over to second. I mean, it makes sense. You're towards the bottom of the order right now. Try to bunt and just drive them in off smaller hits. Pick off from Easterbrook. So you're a righty, right?
I'm a lefty.
You're a lefty. So did you find it, I mean, of course, you know, you don't got to turn around. So did you pick off more players at first because you're a lefty, you think?
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're a lefty to pick off first.
You do risk the balk, though.
True, you do risk the balk, but, I mean, that's why we practice. So we don't have a balk.
That is why we practice. I can't actually see the rubber on the mound, though. I can't tell if there is one or not.
There is.
It must be further back then. We're kind of low on our vantage point, so. 3-1. Showing bunt again. Now full count off of only showing bunt. So is showing bunt more difficult because you know he's not going to swing?
I mean,
I know bunt counts as a swing, so, but you know you can't really go for the edge of the strike zone as much.
Yeah, but it does get you that strike, especially if he stays there. So it's nice as a pitcher.
That's fair. And Easterbrook throws because again, he takes time just as Easterbrook begins his windup.
Staples has done that a couple of times now, trying to get into Easterbrook's head.
I'm not sure it's working, though. Easterbrook seems like, I mean, after the tough first inning, he seems to have recovered, and he's doing pretty well now. Great pickoff attempt.
Crowd's going a little wild.
Crowd is going wild. Great pickoff there from Easterbrook to Alini. And that's gonna send Caney back down to the dugout. And so now the whole at bat changes because what are you bunting for now? You know?
Exactly.
But you know you got a full count. It's not like you can just recalibrate in the middle of this at bat.
Now you're just trying to get a single, get on base, reset.
Now Easterbrook taking time. And a low strike, and that's going to be a strikeout looking for Easterbrook. So now number 24, Taylor Brundage, is up to bat.
Lefty hitter.
So we weren't expecting a 1-2-3 inning here, especially after allowing that hit, but big hit too. But again, he couldn't connect on the double. And you know, is it easier to solid hit to left field, bounces in, and he's not going for two again as left fielder Tommy Karczewski comes on and stops him from going any further than first. Definitely, Staples definitely, I don't know, afraid's not the right term, but they're definitely cautious when it comes to Darien's outfielders. Must know they've got good arms.
They've also got a lot of speed.
Yeah,
as you've seen.
True. That is true. And now Gravassi up to bat. Another pickoff attempt. And a 3-0 count. Strike one, high strike, and you can hear a little bit of displeasure coming from the Staples dugout.
Especially as a batter, if you think it's a ball, got to just listen to what the ump says. Take it on the chin. Get back up to bat.
That's what I meant about the disagreement, though. Baseball's a game of opinions. You can say that. Put that on a T-shirt.
Well, they were saying in the other game it might be electronic umpires.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be.
You don't think that's going to happen?
Call it a hunch, but I don't think Darien High School baseball.
No,
Darien High
not
School
Darien
baseball
High
field's
School
going to get
baseball,
electronic umps.
no. By MLB, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Who's to say? All right, now we're back up to the top of the order with number 11, Luke Oakley, coming up for the third time, I believe. Yeah, that was the second time through the order, and now Oakley coming up for the third. It's for the third time in the fourth inning. Runners on first and second. And a mound visit from Buck June. Interesting seeing as we've got no pitches yet, but
Trying to calm down his nerves. Stable keeps stepping back.
yeah,
Taking
that's
their
got to
time.
be frustrating.
Just want to get this out.
If you want to talk about MLB innovations, I mean, the one thing pitch clock changes, right?
Yep.
Not as much stepping out, but still got to contend with that down here in high school. Looked like Dominic Zawacki was looking for the pickoff there, but Eastbrook decided to throw the pitch anyway, and unfortunately it was a ball. Strike two.
Two and two count.
Again, Zawacki's, I don't know if Zawacki's looking for, and you got a wild pitch here. Not a wild pitch, but he got past Buck June. And so runners will advance, and now both runners are here in scoring position.
As Braden would say, the ducks are on the pond.
Would he say that?
He would say that. I
All
heard
right.
him in a broadcast say that.
All right, well, to quote the great Braden
The
Shank.
great Braden Shank
The
couldn't be
great
with
Braden
us
Shank.
tonight.
Couldn't be with us. He's coaching baseball. The Ducks are on the pond, and we've got number one batter, Oakley, up to bat with a full count, too. So runners will go. Ball to shortstop, and he's out. So close call there for Darien, but managed to get the out, and we'll be coming back around to Darien up to bat.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
All right, and Smosky's up to bat.
1-0.
1-0 count. 1-0 count. And the sights and sounds today are brought to you by our wonderful director, David Popson, our graphics, Cooper Kelly, our camera operator, Tyler Simon, myself, Michael Mercine, my color commentator, Jason Bellingham, and our wonderful, absolutely wonderful advisor, Damian Andrew. I forgot the word advisor
Yeah,
there
it's
for a
okay.
second.
I was going to say, like, production, head of production.
I mean, he is the head of production. Oh, wow. Ball came right in front of us in the cage there. He is the head of production, but, you know, advisor's the term. Advisor's the technical term, right?
Mentor.
Mentor. Oh, absolutely. I mean, this whole thing is not possible without Damian. Crowd getting riled up again. Seems like they're excited for a first batter walk. Grounder to first. And Siegel comes on, makes the play. And so that is, you know, what do you call that? A 3-1 ground out?
Yep.
You don't normally number them though if it's less than 3.
It's just an out.
I mean, it's still it's a ground. Okay, it's a ground out. Hey,
okay, sorry, ground out.
I've got my
out,
scorecard
okay.
out here that I've stopped filling in, and so
Yes, I've
you know
seen
now
that.
that I'm thinking about it, you would put ground out here if I was still filling it in, which I'm not. What? Don't laugh.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, you can make as many comments as you want. That's what we pay you for.
I'm not getting paid. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not getting paid?
Are you getting paid?
No, I'm not getting paid. Darien, DAF Media is an entirely student-run and volunteer organization.
Dylan Alini up to bat. 1 strike.
Solid hit to shortstop. And he's out at first as well.
Got Ryan Galarmo now up to bat.
Thank you. It's going for my sheet, and you beat me to it. And again, a seemingly very quick inning. I mean, we don't want to call it until the 3rd out.
Yeah, there hasn't been any run since the 1st and 2nd inning.
You know, if you're a pitcher, what are you looking for more? Are you looking for like a 3-pitch inning where you get single out or you get ground out at first, ground out first, ground out first? Or are you looking for like 3 strikeouts?
I mean, that's the most ideal scenario, especially for your arm. You want to get as many outs as you can, as quick as you can.
Yeah.
But I mean, getting those 3 strikeouts do feel nice.
I'm sure it does.
Good.
Looks like Siegel's going to have to settle for 3 groundouts, though, as he retires them in order. And so now we have Staples coming up with their number 2, 3, and 4 batters. Joran Klein, apologies, Hero Wyatt, and Chris Zajac. And again, Easterbrook gets tired, not tired out, but you got to just trot right back out there after a long inning. So it's this game, right?
Yep.
I mean, game of game of endurance is more of what I meant.
Game of endurance. Okay, yes, it is a game of endurance.
Obviously, we're playing a game. It's baseball.
Yes.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming.
Apologies for the commercial cut short there, as Darien comes off the mound, and we're ready for another inning of high school baseball. A little bit of a miscommunication there with our director, as he had to stand up, and we didn't know what to do right there.
It's all right. It happens.
Oh, it does happen. Does happen. So Jason Jerron Klein. I keep looking for an S there. Jerron Klein up to bat.
I don't know if it's because you're looking at me.
Yeah, I am looking at you, so maybe that's the issue. Maybe I've got Jason here.
Yes, you do
You're
have
over
Jason
there.
here.
I mean, I hope I have Jason here. Unless you're Eric.
Could be Eric.
Unless you're your twin brother, in which case I'd be really confused.
We have done that once before, 5th grade. Switched classes with them.
You don't look that similar, though.
We did when we were younger, and to adults we do. Oop, pop fly.
Pop fly, dead center, and center fielder Civilio comes on and makes the catch.
Actually, I think that was Karzuski. Came in from left field.
No, he didn't. That was definitely the center. It looked like a center fielder to me. Looks like our team's agreeing with me that it was the center fielder.
I don't know
Luke
if there was
Civilio.
agreement right there. That looked like confusion. But
We'll agree to disagree here.
okay.
As Hero Wyatt comes up the bat. Inside pitch for 1-0 count.
Three-0 count.
A lot of discipline here from Wyatt. Oh, showing bunt. Not quite sure why. I don't know. Is there did you ever find any benefit to showing bunt when there's nobody on base?
I mean, if he's a fast kid, I guess it would make sense to get on base because Zajac, who's up next.
Big hitter.
Yeah, he's a big hitter.
He's the number 4 hitter, so he's batting cleanup. Yeah, I'm right there. And a full count. A little bit of disagreement there on the count, on the call, but. Solid hit straight to the second baseman. And Wyatt's out at first.
So now we have 2 outs.
You have 2 outs, and Zajac comes up for the potentially 3rd out of the inning. Looking to reverse that 1-2-3 inning that Staples did just have. He is tall. It's really got to be a little bit different to go, especially as an umpire, as a catcher, as everybody, to go from Wyatt, who's not short, but to Zajac, who's even taller.
I mean, to me, it just means bigger strike zone.
Yeah, but the strike zone moves. Like, his knees are higher too.
Exactly.
He hits more. He can hit more.
to shortstop. To shortstop Leo Zawacki, and he makes the play at first. And another 1-2-3 inning.
Big cheer from the crowd.
Big cheer from the crowd. And so we've reached the halfway point in this game. Currently tied 1-1 with 4 hits for the Wreckers and 2 hits for the Darien Blue Wave. We'll be back with you after this break.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
All right, and Dahl's up to bat. And Dahl couldn't beat that. Pitcher made the play there and got the throw to first base, and Dahl's out. Dahl's out. Good. 1 or 2 pitches. I mean, if you're a pitcher, that's got to feel so good, getting it out with 1 or 2 pitches.
Yeah, I mean, these innings have been quick. After the first 2-3 innings, the innings started moving pretty fast, especially for Staples. Leo Zawacki up to bat.
You can hear the Darien dugout there a little bit getting rowdy. That pitch got close to Zawacki there, and they definitely made sure the pitcher could hear it. One. Ball 4, and Zawacki works a walk. Zawacki,
Yep.
come on, you gotta be. Yeah, I'm proud of that one.
That was that.
I'm proud of that.
I tried to skip over that. I'm sorry.
I needed to bring it up again. I know you did, but I'm proud of it. So I'm gonna bring it back up. So now Karczewski up to bat. Short ball into shallow into the outfield, and the second baseman's on for the catch.
Jamie Buck Jr. up to bat.
Beat me to that one.
Let's go, Jamie!
Pick off on Zawacki. So let's see if he can use some of that speed that we were talking about earlier.
Well, this is
This
Leo.
is his brother.
Is his
This
brother.
is his brother, but I assume they're both fast.
Yes.
You and Jason are both. You and Jason. Sorry, you and
Jason.
Eric. You and Eric both are on track. So
Eric throws, but yes, we both do
you're
track.
in track and
We
field.
are in track and field, yes.
There you go. So maybe he's a better thrower. Maybe he throws better. Who knows? Somebody knows, and we'll find out. Did I say we were halfway through the game at 4.5 innings?
I think so.
I thought 4.5 was half of 7 there for a second.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
we're more than halfway through the game.
We are. 3.5 would be, or no, 4.
3.5.
4 would
No,
be.
3.5 halfway
We
through.
go to
7.
the bottom.
No.
7 times 2 is 14. So it'd have to be 7.
What? What are you talking about, Jason?
There's top and bottom of an inning.
Yeah, 3.5. So 3 innings and the top of the next inning is half of the game.
So it'd be the top of 4, which is what I said.
Foul ball.
Be top of
Foul
4,
ball.
which is what I said.
No, it's the bottom. No,
said
no, no, no.
3
It's
innings.
half. Okay, there's 7 full. Oh, there's 7 full innings. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
My math was off there. All right. We're not gonna talk about that. A little bit of accounting error on my part. That's why I don't keep the stats. Yeah, from Buck Jr. Yeah, the strikeout and tag out because the ball bounced there. And that's the end of the 4th inning. That's the end of the 5th inning. And so now we will have up to bat. I lost my spot in the order, so we'll see whenever Staples takes the plate next. And we'll see you after this break. Farnan keeps getting me. I keep looking down at my roster sheet and seeing no Farnan. Looks like we have Jack Farnan up to bat. Easterbrook's still up on the mound. I could have sworn that was somebody else, but it seems like we keep thinking that every inning. I mean, no reason to take him out. He's doing perfectly well. 1-1 game is exactly what you're looking for. Only thing is he might be reaching like a pitch limit soon. In FCIAC rules, according to FCIAC rules, if a pitcher can only throw 110 pitches a day, and if they throw more, then they can't pitch. Or if they throw less a certain amount, then they can't pitch for a few days. And so, if he's getting up there in numbers, you don't necessarily want to keep pitching him if you have a game in a few days and you need him. But it seems like they're leaving him in, letting him hit whatever number he's out. We don't have a pitch counter here. And see if he can continue the 6th inning, and we'll see if he goes for the 7th. High ball from Easterbrook there. What? Yeah, it seems like the crowd is a little rowdy right now. Apologies if you are hearing a little bit of background noise, a little extra background noise. We are currently effectively standing amongst the crowd, and so there's not much to be done.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah, it is bound to happen. We're also right next to the dugout, so you're going to be getting a lot of that. It's a Staples dugout, that is. A high ball. I love to see Easterbrook's ratio of balls to strikes because he's getting outs. He's not letting runs up, but he's been throwing a lot of balls. And it's got to be frustrating as a pitcher or as a hitter rather. Getting so many balls but still getting out.
Bunt attempt.
Again, interesting choice to show bunt,
It's been a lot of bunt attempts.
especially with nobody on base.
Staples.
Must be a different philosophy. Second base got that. And Easterbrook made the play at first. With Delaney standing right there. So now number 18, Caney at the bat. Another high ball. Now 3-0 count. Got a lot of those high balls, but you had a 3-0 count last time and worked an out. So see if you can do it again. See if he shows bunt too.
It's been a common thread on the Staples team.
Ball back of the pitcher goes between second and first base, and that's going to be a base hit for Caney. Bringing the Staples records to 5 hits on tonight's match. This afternoon's match, let me say. Still quite light out. So now number 15, Ethan Kukier's up to bat. Fortunately, my colleague was trying to tell me that it was somebody else, but we both have the number right in front of us. Yeah, you saw him in the on-deck circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My bad.
it's fine. I did the same thing earlier. You do love the sort of scream from the dugout every time there's a pickoff attempt. I mean, it's a good job to keep batters' heads up,
Keeps
keep the runners' heads up.
Well, it also keeps the team energized too.
Yeah,
in
that's
good
true.
spirits.
Yeah, that's very good to scream every once in a while.
It's good to have an excuse to scream.
Yeah, it is. You don't get a lot of that with track, do you?
No, you don't. I mean, I don't think many people are willing to spend a couple hours watching the track meet. But we do have some troopers.
Well, do you show up, run your race, and leave, or do you?
No,
do you
I
to
stay
cheer
the
on your
whole
team?
time.
Well, then
It's a fun
time.
time.
Then you get an opportunity to scream.
I do get an opportunity. I do scream a lot.
That's what I meant.
I
That's
do
what I
scream a-
meant.
I
That's what
thought you meant
Like
audience
spectators.
members. Spectators
No,
don't
no.
scream as much.
No, do you? Yeah, you scream. Though.
I
That's
scream,
good.
of course.
That's
I'm
good.
cheering on my team.
Of course. You got to cheer on your team. Ooh, solid liner to left field. Karzuzi makes the catch, but the runner does advance. So now, much to Jason's excitement, number 24 Taylor Brundage is up to bat. This is who you thought was up early.
I did.
You know that's why they put the numbers in the back of the jerseys.
Seeing he did not make the catch, it was recovery.
Was it a recovery? I thought he did make the catch.
No.
Oh, total mistake on my part again. The view, my view is not necessarily great there. So, runners on first and second, and 1 out in the inning. As the coach comes out and takes the ball from Tyler Easterbrook, and we'll see who comes in for the pitching change. Now coming up to pitch for the Blue Wave, number 34, Merritt Hole. And there we saw our stat line on Hole as he warms up and gets ready to face the next slate of Staples Records batters. Stats are in the bottom right of your screen right there. So what's it like inheriting 2 runners as a pitcher? I mean, I don't know. It seemed to me like did you start or did you sort of do anything?
I mean, I did both because, you know.
Yeah, it's Little League.
It's
Little
League. Little League, you do what you can.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you mostly inherit. Did you like, you know, what's the
It is a
psychological
little. It is a
aspect
little
of
annoying
inheriting 2
because
runners?
you're not starting fresh. It's always nice to start fresh. Nobody on base.
Yeah.
But you've just got to work extra hard. I mean, especially with 1 out, it does help, so that you can just get those extra 2 outs. You're nice and fresh.
Yeah,
And
at
then-
least they're not your runs though.
Yes.
Like if they do get driven in.
Well, I mean, it's still a team's run, so it's still.
Of course, it's teams runs, but
Yes.
like I'm talking about.
Still
I mean,
matters.
I'm talking about your own. Of course, it matters.
Yes.
I'm talking about your own stats though.
Yeah.
New player coming up, Max Johnson seems to be coming out to step up to the plate. Believe he's going to be taking the spot of Taylor Brundage, unless he's on base.
I think he's taking David's spot. Can't read that last name. I'm sorry.
Gervasio is standing in the
Gervasio.
on-deck.
Okay, so then
Gervasio's
maybe
in
he's
the
taking
on-deck circle
Brundage.
right in here. Yeah, we're unsure about the change on Staples' end here. We definitely know we have a pitching change from Darien. So it seems like he's going to be shrinking his strike zone there a little bit, if we're going by the advice of the batting coach there. high fly ball, going to be foul. Was that almost hit the roof of the Darien dugout there. Hole shows like he was going to pick off there and got the runner back to the plate without having to throw the ball. To the bag without having to throw the ball. Apologies. Big swing from Johnson for the strikeout. So now Gervasio's up. Shows pickoff again, but he doesn't throw the ball. So it seems like Hull's philosophy is maybe more of a threatening one than actually trying to get the player out.
I mean, it's safer not to risk the throw if he's already back at the bag.
That's true. Also, Zaraki's sort of out there. He's not too far from the bag, though.
High
Runners
hit.
are going. High shot to shallow right. And Garlamo comes up with it. And so, pretty good scare with runners on first and second, especially this late in the game. But Hull managed to come in relief and managed to close out the inning. And so now, on the other side, Siegel coming back out for the bottom of the sixth as rain starts. You know, nice thing is that all we have here is the mound to get wet, so you know, less chance of a rain delay, especially if it's
That is
late.
true.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
All right, and Sibilio up to bat now as we're at the bottom of the Darien order. So unsure of where Jocelyn slotted in. I'm taking a look around. I don't see him in the infield. Actually, I might see him there. Sure. Oh, whoa. Ball came right at us, hit the fence directly in front of us, and actually bounced into the Staples dugout there.
Wouldn't be the first time that the DAF equipment has been hit by projectiles.
No, but we have this wonderful cage right here to protect us from that. It would be a shame if we didn't. Two and two for Sevilla. You know, on the Darien pitching, right? You've got 6 hits from Staples, but still only 1 run. So Darien's done a good job of recovering, and Darien's done a good job of making do with what they have. So So Jocelyn is definitely not out in the infield. He may be designated hitter, but can't see the numbers on the players on the outfield. Solid hit there. Solid hit from number 8, Dominic Zawacki, and left fielder comes up on it and makes the catch. Left fielder is going to be number 9, Jack Farnden. Apologies. Again, can't read my own handwriting. Now that we're back around, we got Smosky up. I mean, well, we were back around a hitter ago, but we're extra back around now to the top of the order.
Oh, and 2 with two outs. Darien dugout getting a little rowdy.
Absolutely. 1 and 2 for Smosky, and they're trying to get their boy on. Trying to well him on. Blooper to the second baseman. A nice flip by number 21 and second baseman Jaron Klein to the first baseman, and just barely beats Smosky at the bat. So that'll be the end of 6 as Hull comes out to start the 7th inning off for Darien.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
All right, and we're starting off on the top of the inning there as Oakley steps up to the plate. One and one count. Solid contact from Oakley, but that's going to be called foul. Not called foul. That was very foul.
It was out.
Foul.
Yeah, it was out of
Yeah, no,
play.
he wasn't. It was out of play.
The ball was out of play.
Yeah.
Another foul.
Another foul tip there. 1 and 2, so he's behind in the count, and Hull will have his way with whatever he wants to throw. Another foul ball.
I mean, if you're Darien and it's 1-1, just want to get these 3 outs real quick and then get some runs so we can end this game.
Yeah, that's I mean, you definitely don't. Not that you don't want to go into extras, but you know, Staples has been having the hit. Has had more hits this game, and so and more room for errors. A solid shot into center left. Center fielder Sibilio could not get to it in time and threw it in and stopped it. Stopped Oakley from getting to second. Sadron Klein up to bat. Having a discussion with the batting coach first. I believe it's batting coach. Jaron Klein. Close pickoff attempt. Called safe. Another pickoff. Switching from threatening the players a second to actually throw him back to first. Safe. Seems like the Darien dugout thought they got him. But called safe on the pickoff. High ball for the first pitch of this inning after 2 pickoff attempts from, or first pitch of this at bat, apologies.
Another high pitch, 2-0.
A lot of pickoff attempts. Hole seems to think he can get them.
I mean, after that close call, you kind of want that out.
Yeah, we don't want to sacrifice your rhythm, right? Like that's one thing. Does the pickoff attempt not sort of throw off the pitcher's rhythm a little bit?
A little bit, but I mean, if you're a collected pitcher like Merritt is, you get back into your rhythm.
That's fair. Interesting aside, but if you watch Wyatt when he's in the on-deck circle, now that he's coming up to bat, but when he's in the on-deck circle, he was actually loading up for every pitch that the pitcher was throwing to the neck to Klein there, and so he's actually a lot of batters you see him warm up in the circle just swinging the bat, but he was actually waiting for when the pitch was being thrown to see if he would swing at it himself.
I mean, since Merritt is a new pitcher for him, he's getting used to his speed and his style.
Yeah. Makes sense to keep an eye on him.
Got a meeting on the mound.
Yep. Hole's going to stay on the mound. Here comes Wyatt with runners on first and second.
Merritt Hole is a sophomore. We have a very young Darien team.
Very
8
young.
seniors, 6 juniors, and 6 sophomores.
Very good freshman team as far as I'm aware as well. So that team might get younger next year, might stay as young next year. Solid hit between the shortstop and the third baseman. However, Karzushi came up on it and managed to stop the throw home. Or managed to make a throw and stop the runner from coming home. So now bases loaded with Zajac up. Zajac, I'm told, also a member of the Westport Westport Wiffle Ball League.
Really?
Yes. Could you guess who told me that?
Braden Shank.
Braden Shank, the former commissioner of Darien Wiffle Ball League. Seems to know a lot about wiffle ball leagues around. And
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he created the Darien Wiffle Ball League.
that is
Braden
true,
Shank.
he did. The mind behind it.
Yes.
So I don't know if Westport was around before, but seems like Zajac gets up to some wiffle ball when he's not out here at the plate with bases loaded. Solid contact. It looks like the ball's going to be foul, though. 0-2 count. Definitely the best count you want with the bases loaded. Best count you want anytime, but. And he strikes out swinging. So now Jack Farron comes up.
1 out.
1 out with the bases loaded. Let's see if Hull can take this and sort of take that strikeout and turn it around and turn it to some energy and stop the run from scoring here.
I mean, this late in the game with bases loaded, every pitch counts.
I mean, every pitch always counts, but especially now, yeah. Fouled it back into the backstop. Right at a group of fans that gave them a shock. Ooh. And he's going to hit him and drive a run in.
So now State Ball has taken the lead 2-1. Top of 7.
Yeah, top of 7, 2-1. Definitely not the way you want to drive in that run. I mean, actually, at least you don't have another runner coming in. So probably one of the safer ways to drive in the run, but definitely don't want to be hitting players. And so
Prefer it to be an out.
yeah, of course you would. So Hull's going to stay on the mound, and Caney, the catcher, is going to come up to hit.
Coach Michelli coming out to the mound.
So maybe I'm wrong about Cole staying out on the mound. I mean, we had Buck June come up for a quick meeting, and Coach didn't come out. Seems like he's not gonna take him off. So this is Hull's game, or at least Hull's inning. Fouled it back over the backstop. That one's also into the forest. Out of the collection.
I think I'm going to go back there after the game, maybe
all
collect
you.
some baseballs.
It's all you. I will not be joining you on that. It's
Sure?
It's a little swampy back there. A little marshy. Strike 2 from Hull. Another foul back. Popped it straight up. Back over the Darien dugout.
He's definitely battling for his hit.
Third foul ball in a row. As the umpire misses an extra ball being thrown to him. Seems like he's running low. Strikes out swinging. Second strikeout for Hull. Now as we get back and now we get late into the Staples order. Number 15, Ethan Kukier's coming up. Ball, it's gonna be 1-0 count. And he's gonna bunt. He's gonna get the out at first, stop the run from scoring. And it's gonna be but it's gonna stay 2-1 Staples. The damage has been done. And so now we'll see Darien come out to see if they can finish out this game. We'll be back after the break. All right, welcome back to high school baseball. Up for Darien is going to be Alini. So we have Alini, Gerlamo, and Dahl. So right into the beginning and heart of the order. So if now's the time for Darien to score, I mean, now is the time. But if these are the people to score, you've got a good set going. Strike one from Siegel.
Luke Siegel looking to pitch this whole game.
Yeah. You go for a complete game and complete. No, I was almost going to say shutout. I forgot about the score early. One and two count for Alini. Side pitch, 2-2. Foul straight up. That's going to be foul ball. Thought I said popped it straight up, but I did not. 2-2. And strikeout swing for Alini, and he's not happy.
Ryan Galarmo up to bat.
One count for Galamo. One and two count. And another strikeout swinging. Darien is down to their final out. So Dahl sees like if we can see if Dahl could be the hero of this game. I mean, he doesn't need to hit a home run, but he just needs to get on base and keep Darien's hopes alive. Or if
Just need to start some
to the
momentum.
end of the game, definitely need some momentum at the very least. Because if there's no momentum, the game's over. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't want you to jinx it.
I don't want to jinx anything.
That's why I wouldn't have said what you said.
I said if. And now Darien with an 0-2 count down to their last strike.
Simeon.
Dahl makes contact to the shortstop, and he's out for the final out of the game. And so, Staples Wreckers defeat the Darien Blue Wave by a score of 2-1. I am Michael Mercine with Jason Bellingham, Cooper Kelly, David Popson, and our camera operator,
Tyler Simon.
We are here bringing you the sights and sounds alongside our advisor, Damian Andrew. We can't do this without him. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast of FCIAC Baseball. Good night.